Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show right here on Main Street TV, where it is a beautiful Friday here in downtown Jackson, Ohio. And our good friend Des is here.
I'm back.
Yes, and no, you are going... I am so excited about this because you're going to be talking about... telling us dum-dums out here that don't have your talent how to take some pictures with our cell phones, and if it's not exactly the picture that you want it to turn out like, you are offering a new service.
Yes, I can. So. I can fix them. 9 times out of 10, I can fix it. We're gonna throw up a couple before and afters here. I do want to say a couple things about the service. One, here's one on the screen here. So this is definitely dark. Right off of the camera. It was taken with a cell phone by my cousin. And on the right side, you can see I've lightened it. The skin tones are normal colored skin tones.
Yeah, everyone
the background,
isn't blue.
Yes, like they don't look blue. That is, so it's just, it doesn't take a lot. It's a little bit of editing. I will say, not everybody has a professional photographer with them when they're on vacation.
You'd like to.
You would love to, but that's not necessarily an option. So everybody always has a phone. Like anywhere you go, you have a phone.
I mean, for the most part, yeah.
I mean, if I'm just saying, say you're out west and you don't want to lug a camera, you're going to take your phone.
Well, yeah.
Like you're always going to have that phone.
And let's just be honest. Well, I tell you what. Adrian says we have to play messages, and then we'll come back and talk about that. So I'll tell you what. Let's do and we got all kind of stuff to talk about. So this is why the good Lord didn't put us together until just recently, because we get together and then the mouths start and we can't stop. So here we are.
I mean, I come in there like 45 minutes, and I said, "Oh, can I talk for 45 minutes?" Can I shut up for 45 minutes? Probably not.
Hey, yeah. And then do want to talk about, too, what a successful, beautiful street, downtown street thing last night in downtown Jackson. And it was packed.
And yes.
So much fun. All for the dogs, and it was just a great night.
Yep.
A really, really great night. It's beautiful.
Beautiful
Movies
evening.
and Manpower, great. So anyway, yeah, we'll talk about all that, but let's take a message and then we'll be right back.
At Vinton County National Bank, we believe in supporting the areas where we live and work. Now, we'd like to honor those who also serve our communities. Our new Community Champions account is especially for first responders, veterans, active military, and anyone employed in the fields of healthcare or education. This account offers rewards, discounts, and other benefits to those who give so much to others. Vinton County National Bank, rewarding those who serve.
All right, and we are back with our good friend Dezra Lies and master photographer extraordinaire here locally.
I love hearing what she has to say about me. Keep talking, because that is not how I would. That is not how I would.
Listen, if anybody, I mean, your pictures are absolutely gorgeous.
I've been around for a minute, I'll say that.
You do some really amazing things. You know, I know that this isn't like your bread and butter, but your the baby pictures are so much fun.
I love babies
to look at, and
I love
how you wrap them all up, and you put them in different things, and they're so cute.
And I don't. And please know that when I name these two people, there's so many that I love, but I have two favorites of baby photographers that I can't get enough of, and that is Jennifer Kristen in Chillicothe.
Okay.
Is phenomenal. So if you haven't seen her baby pictures, you definitely should check them out. And I want to say Tamara Leach, here in Wellston, I believe, is also phenomenal when it comes to those tiny little babies. I love babies, and I can do babies, but not like that.
Yeah.
Like my babies is
but
a little
I do
bit
enjoy
different.
like they're like eye catching, you know.
They are, and it looks like something that is angelic. They look angelic.
Because they're innocent.
Like I feel like the whole wrapping and the light makes them look angelic. Like
It does.
And like I said, there's
like the angels that they are.
They are pure, completely pure.
Hey, by the way, I want to give a shout out to one of our brewers, Tyler, who just had a beautiful baby girl a couple of days ago.
Congratulations.
And yes, and she is a doll, and her name is Lilith Catherine. So, you know
I
what's
love
so funny?
that.
The brewery has now been open for 8 years.
Wow.
And this is our first brew baby.
That's amazing.
This is our first baby that anybody has
That's
had.
awesome.
So yeah,
That's
we
good.
are so excited
Yes.
and to see her grow up within the brewery.
She will,
and,
yes.
And she's gonna have 50 parents.
She has all kinds of aunties.
Yes,
All kinds of-
and uncles.
Them aunties and uncles are everywhere.
Poor child doesn't have a chance.
That's okay. She
And
will
she'll never get
not
away with
live-
anything.
She'll get away with everything.
She'll get away.
I'm just saying, all them aunties and uncles, I feel like they're all going to have her back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when she says, Mom, I didn't do it, they're going to be like, she didn't do it.
Yeah.
She didn't do it.
No, I didn't see her do it.
No, I didn't see her do it
She's
either.
perfect
She's
angel.
perfect angel.
Yeah. So anyway,
That's what aunties are for, I feel like.
but I have to laugh. I should show. Wonder if
I feel like it's baby season.
I know, what? Well, it's probably because the weather sucks. So 9 months ago, the weather probably sucked.
I do feel like there's all kinds. I feel like there's all kinds of babies coming right now.
Yeah, I do think you're exactly right. I'm trying to find a good. But I want to see, because Tyler is just a large man, and not fat man, but here, let me see if I can I airdrop this to you, Adrian?
Text it to me.
Okay.
Thing's not working right now.
Okay. Because I want you to see how tiny this baby is she is so cute.
I love that you are in auntie mode.
I know, I am.
She is. She said, I can't get enough.
And it is just his hand is bigger than her body, which cracks me up. Like he holds her, and his hand is like.
So she's tiny.
She's really, yes, tiny and long, and little fingers and
So
toes.
tiny.
Yeah, and he's such a rotten dude. That seeing him with this little girl is like so fun.
Changed him.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
so fun.
doesn't it? It changes. It does.
Yeah.
See,
I don't have kids, so I just have to, run vicariously through others.
I was going to ask. I didn't think you had kids.
Yeah,
you don't have any kids.
no, I just live vicariously through other people's children. And then I send them home. Give them Mountain Dew and send them home.
I want grandkids one day.
Yeah,
I want to be a grandma one day.
yeah. Everybody that I talk to with grandkids says it's like the best thing ever.
Can I tell you why I think that is? And I only because I have an adult child and I don't have grandkids. But
Did you get it?
I'm putting it in now.
Oh, okay.
We I think when you have kids in your younger years, like I had my kid when I was in my early 20s.
Yeah.
And 20s are very hard.
Your
20s.
I mean, really, you're still a kid yourself if you think about it.
Yes.
You're trying
And
to find your way.
But you can't tell somebody that's 20 that.
No.
You can't tell somebody that's 20 that it would be okay to wait a little bit.
Oh, look.
Oh, okay.
It's just,
Look at his hand. I'm not kidding. His hand. Oh, okay. Well, congratulations. I don't
Tyler,
know,
our sweet
but
Tyler.
that is beautiful.
Yeah, he just holds her. He brought her in yesterday. He was holding her like
So sweet. That was so
anyway.
sweet.
Yeah, I'm a little biased.
I love that. I love it. She said, I love it. So
the baby
grandparents,
thing, yeah.
yes. In your 20s, like, you want to start a family, you want kids.
Because that's the thing you're supposed to do.
It is, and then it's hard. Like
Yeah.
20s are hard. You're building yourself. You're finding out where your career path is
don't
going.
know where you're going.
Yeah, you don't know your direction. So I think that anyone that has had a child, in their teens or 20s, definitely feels like it's a second chance to be a grandparent, because in the 20s there's
so
snappy.
much pressure
Yeah, you're
and-
snappy and you don't.
Yeah.
for me, I'm just speaking on. There's a lot of things that I would have not chosen over him, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but like I worked nonstop.
Yeah, but then you feel like
That's
at that
the only.
time, that's
That's
what
the
you
only
had to
way.
do.
That was the only survival way.
Yeah.
And I feel like in grandparent stage, I'll be able to enjoy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just spend time and love and enjoy and.
Well, we were talking with, and we have some of the pictures here of Tanya's grandkids
Yeah.
the other day,
Yes.
and
Those
she just said, well, there they are. She just said that, and it's like the pressure's off, like it's not a 24/7 thing.
No.
Raising,
No.
with grandkids, and you're just. When they're your own, it's 24/7 of, oh my gosh, am I messing this up, or am I doing
You're the
right by
responsible.
them?
Yes,
yeah.
you're the responsible person, and grandparents are not there. I mean, they are, but not. They don't have that full-on responsibility. And I'm not grandparent yet, but I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait for that day to come. I hope one day I get that.
Yeah.
I do. And I'm not saying anytime soon, but just in the future.
Yeah.
I would be so happy.
Cute. Well, anyway, okay, so we were talking kind of off the air, and shocker, and so we were talking about the fact that everybody walks around with a cell phone.
With a cell phone,
so,
yes.
And if you're on vacation or whatever, you don't always. I mean, and I know there are people that you can hire to follow you around on the
Absolutely.
beach
Yes,
and do
yes.
professional pictures and whatever.
And
but
sometimes
sometimes honestly, professional pictures on a vacation
are
thing
extremely.
are not like the impromptu, like funny pictures and stuff are the ones that
just-
are memories.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, and two,
they're not posed.
I'm gonna say this, and I don't mean it bad in any way, but I feel like vacation photography is astronomically high.
Oh, it probably is.
Like that is also, and maybe not. That's not an issue for everyone, but I feel like a lot of people vacations are expensive themselves.
Yeah, no doubt.
Let alone trying to figure out how you're going to come up with an additional
Right.
X amount of money. I mean, I'm not gonna throw numbers out, but to have memories of it.
And you don't have necessarily a seagull land on your head, and it's funny, and somebody snaps a picture with a vacation, photographer. So
and if
there's
you're,
all this stuff
if you're
that can
doing
happen.
anything and there's a moment and you catch it on camera, that's this service. It's like if
Yes.
you are out and something happens and you do happen to catch it with your phone and you're like, man, I love this and I would love to be able to print it and see it, but it's not perfect, then that's where I come in.
Yeah.
If you feel like it's not perfect, you can send it to me. I can't always fix, so I'm not going to say that, but there has been a few pictures that's been sent to me that I can't fix. And that is sad. So not all pictures are fixable. But I am going to give you just a few tidbits on how to take a picture with a cell phone if you have someone, not necessarily me, anyone editing it after the fact. And that is to shoot it a little bit darker.
How do you do that though?
So I have my phone here, and I will bring in the camera. Oh, and it's green. Let's see, how do we do this?
Oh yeah, because it's showing the green screen.
It is. Okay.
Flip it around. Oh no, that's not.
Oh, there it is. Okay. So like I'm gonna have to look here a little bit, but like I'm gonna focus on him. So you're gonna touch him, and then there's a little thing there, and you just pull it down, and then
What now?
And then if you shoot it, then it actually, and that's Liv. I didn't even realize I was taking a picture. But then if you look at the picture, it's much clearer than if you just take the picture as is. So if you just take the picture as is, it's going to be brighter.
Okay, let me see that. Oh, what? Okay, wait a minute here.
So I don't know if you guys can see, but like this is what it would look like just regularly.
So if I'm taking a picture of
of
Des,
me, yep.
and then you can wait.
So
pull,
then if you touch my face, yes, like if you touch where you want it to focus,
and then there's a little sun
and then
that
there's
pops
a little
up.
sun that pops up, and you can move that up or down.
Why is mine not moving? My son is not moving.
Yes. Yep. So like focus right here, and then you just pull it down.
Oh wait, how do you get it to move and I can't?
Well, you would just have to keep pulling. Like pull your finger all the way down the screen, and it'll keep going down.
Okay.
So that's just
Wait.
that right there is just.
I gotta practice.
Okay, she's gonna practice.
It's like magic.
So that picture, yes. So that picture, if you send to me, I would be able to edit more clearly than if you were to send me one that was not. So that's just a tiny tidbit in how to keep clarity in your pictures.
Why is that? Why darker is easier?
You know, I don't know.
I mean, you don't know the technical part of it. You just know it's the thing.
Liv knows. Liv, tell us, because I truly don't know.
It's easier to add light than take it away.
It's easier to add light than take it away.
Okay, so I did know that. I didn't know what to say.
Okay.
Yes, I am going to say, and this is something that I, as a younger photographer, was really bad at because I didn't know. It was just truly I didn't know.
Okay.
And I wanted to make sure that my people, my subjects, were bright enough. So in fear that they weren't going to be bright enough, my backgrounds were overexposed.
Gotcha.
And I feel like that happens a lot. It's easier nowadays. The cameras are much, like I said, back in the day, 20 years ago, the cameras were a lot different.
Well, you didn't have. I mean, the camera.
Well, the
that
camera
we
on a
have
cell phone.
on our cell phone now is way better than the professional camera you had 20 years ago.
Yes, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yes, it
and
is.
it does things automatically.
And it does things automatically. And before, those cameras were not automatically, and you had to play with settings. And I was so terrified because you don't know. So I would always overexpose in fear that I couldn't fix the underexposed. And then I want to tell a little story. I was at a wedding several years ago. There was several photographers there, actually. And I got... One of the photographers said something really mean to me. And he looked over my shoulder.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he looked over my shoulder. He said, "I don't know why anyone would hire you." And I looked at him and I was like, "Excuse me?" And he was like, "Sometimes you shoot okay, but you're really not that good." And I was like, wow.
And this is a fellow professional photographer, or was he just a guest at the wedding?
No. He was a fellow. He was one of the photographers, videographer at the wedding.
Why would you say that to someone?
And he actually that day said something mean to me, and he said, "You don't know your settings." And to be honest with you, I don't know that I did.
He's right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't mean that in a bad way. This is a God-given talent to me. I've learned along the way. I've never been taught. So when he said that, it hurt. And I was like, that kind of made me mad.
Yeah, but did you say, all right?
But he said, he did come up to me and he said, if you shoot in this manner, it'll be clearer for you. So even though he was being mean to me, he gave me advice in that moment.
All right, he's redeemed himself a little bit.
He's redeemed himself. And the other photographer that was there, I looked over and they looked back at me and she said, he's right. Like she just confirmed that, and I don't know, I trusted her.
Yeah.
Not necessarily
because
him.
he was being a jerk.
And I trusted her, and then I tried for a long time to master that, like shooting dark and bringing, and I feel like now I pretty much have that mastered. Yeah. Like I can shoot in any light. It doesn't matter. I can shoot in direct daylight. I can shoot in really dark light. Mm-hmm. I can shoot inside. I can shoot outside. It doesn't matter. But that's, like I said, that's a learning process, and it took a lot of years for me to get where I am with it.
Sure.
But yes, that's how it was just a piece of advice, 20 years ago, when I first got a camera, I ran into a photographer local here. I've not heard of her for years, but she was local here, and she taught me something about shutter speed. Shutter speed stops motion. So if you're a sports photographer or anything that is having a lot of motion,
fireworks are another one.
Fireworks, anything like that. If you want the firework to be like a glow, like a straight line, not the actual stop in motion, you want a slow shutter speed. It'll glow it out. It'll elongate the light. If you want light to stop in motion, you need a faster shutter speed. And she actually used her hand and just waved it in front of the camera and took a couple shots at a couple different settings, and it was insane how like just a couple different changes totally took a hand that blurred it all the way over to one that in the middle of Bing just actually stopped
clear.
it. So it truly is just about settings. It's all about learning. Nowadays in cameras, it shows you right on the screen. So if you're not in the right setting, it shows you.
So what about
Does that make sense? It
cell
shows
phones? Do cell phones, can you adjust all that stuff on your cell phone? Or
Yes and no.
does it, you just go with what it's,
No, you can adjust it.
but are you better off if you're like a dum-dum like me just to go with what your cell phone automatically does?
The best advice that I can give is yes, do with just what it does.
Okay.
Unless you're willing to learn it, because otherwise you could mess it up and not have a picture at all.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
Right, no,
If
that's
you
where
don't-
you come in to edit it
if
later.
if you don't know the settings, you can actually ruin it and not have a picture at all. So
Yeah.
I would definitely recommend staying with the auto, but touching the actual point of
Subject.
focus that you want the clearest point of the picture to be. Just truly, and I feel like that's on any phone. Like Android, I feel like any phone, you should be able to touch the subject that you want in the focus.
So let's pull those pictures back up of like Tanya's grandkid, like the one setting in the ocean or
and
whatever.
I will tell you that I know, yes, like
so,
that.
So you
that
would
has
click
been,
on the kid.
Yeah, so like in that picture, you would, and Ashton shot these, and she
talented
yes,
anyway.
Like
but-
she second shoots for me, so she knows how to take pictures. But this is even again. Taking the picture does not turn it out like that. It just clears it like that. Do you see the clarity in that picture? Like
Yeah.
he is crystal clear. And even JoJo on the left here, she is out in the ocean, and still she is very much in focus. Maybe not crystal clear, but
And
definitely
I mean,
in focus.
if you wanted to get really, different, you could click on the water coming in.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
the child could be blurred.
Yes. So it's that's what
Like
I said.
it's
It's not
like
necessarily it's whatever part of the picture you
wanna
want
focus
you
on.
want to focus
Okay.
on.
Look at the one with her legs, and you can kind of see that because it's focused on the legs.
Yes. So like that picture right there, like it is more focused on mom and dad's legs than the baby in the
child.
water.
Yeah.
Yes, like she's more of the background now, and like. Honestly, that was probably taken on auto. I'm going to say that she did not focus automatically on their legs. That was just where the picture automatically
Focused,
focused.
yeah.
Yes. I don't know. There's several. If you keep clicking, there is. I don't know. Did you have more up there? Do you have more to go through, or was it just those? Okay, so like this picture, this is one that someone sent to me, and as you can see on the left side, it is overexposed. It's a little light.
So when you say overexposed, it's kind of
her skin,
they're washed out.
Yes, like they're not.
That's what you
they're
would say,
not,
right?
Yes, like overexposed takes your clarity out. So the brighter the picture is coming off of the phone or the camera, the harder it's going to be to bring it back
So this
into.
is what it would be better if that one were have shot darker, like
Honestly,
you just showed me.
you can't really tell from here, but that picture is not in focus. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
It's not clear. The clarity is not there, and
but you had a cool
could've-
picture nonetheless.
Oh yes, and it's a beautiful picture,
Yeah.
and it's printable, but the clarity was not there. So this picture particular, had she touched the screen where their faces were,
Yeah.
and pulled it down just a hair, the picture itself would have been phenomenal.
Okay.
Like it truly is.
But that's
just,
what you did when
but
you
that is-
edited it.
But that is what happens between before and after in editing. So yes, even if you don't have knowledge of it, even if it's not in focus, I can fix it sometimes. But I had a couple pictures sent to me yesterday, and the lady had given the phone just to a bystander, and they just took the picture.
Have you? I don't understand how people can't take a picture. Like.
I
like get the whole body in there,
and she did do that, but the focus, it was so blurry that I couldn't fix it. Does that make sense? Like
Sure.
even trying to bring the clarity back, you couldn't see their faces,
which is so sad.
It is very sad. It's very sad. So like I do want to let people know that this is not a guaranteed service. Like I will absolutely do my best, but sometimes it's not fixable.
And you don't have to pay till after.
Yes, and the payment is never till after the fact. So
Okay.
if you have, and they're $5 a picture, and if you have something to send me, and if I look at it, I can tell you right off the bat if you can pay me now or if you can pay me later. Like if the clarity's there, you can pay me right now, I can fix it. If the clarity's not there, then you have to let me work to see if I can fix it.
If you can.
Yeah, so I always just say, wait till I'm ready to send it back to you. If they're good, then you can pay me.
So, and we were talking off the air. This service is for that you're offering. What do you call it?
Just edit only.
Okay,
just,
edit
it's just,
only.
Just
Okay.
an edit only service. So,
And you can go to Dezra Lies, Facebook or whatever,
yes,
and figure
and
this
people
out.
send them to me through cell phone, through Messenger. I will tell you if you have the original picture and you can email it to me in full size.
Full size.
Full size.
When it
That
says,
is
it'll say actual size.
actual size,
Yeah.
like the actual size of the photo. If you can send that to me, then that is going to be the clearest option,
Yes.
the most high resolution option I can give you. If you just take a screenshot and send it to me, I may be able to fix it. But again, blowing it up is not going to be an option because
Right.
a screenshot is taking the clarity way out.
Right.
So that's just.
So let's talk about the logistics of that for a moment.
So
Like,
this is
does someone need to
something-
reach out to you? Like, how does this
they
whole thing
they
happen?
do. They message me. You can message me my Facebook page. You can, if you have my number, you can text me. My number is very easily found. You can Google it and find it. You can email them to me, and my email is available on Dezra Lies Photo Jackson, Ohio page. So
Okay.
you can email from there. But
This service is for. Sorry, I keep interrupting.
no,
you,
no,
but
you're good.
This
I was gonna
service is
give-
for like. You don't go out to the
so,
lake and
yeah,
take
so
your
don't-
family pictures and send them all to her to edit.
Yeah,
this is oh my god.
I am first and foremost a photographer, and I want to take the pictures.
Just let you do
I
that.
want.
That's the
If you
case.
are willing, yes. If you're willing to have pictures taken, it truly is cheaper in the long run to have me take them. You're going to get more. They're going to be better. So I'm not. I don't want to not promote myself, but I also want you to know that if you are out on a vacation, on an outing with family, with people that you don't get to see very often,
reunion or something. Yeah.
and you have a picture that is captured and you love it, and you're like, this is amazing. That's me. Like I will absolutely bring that to life for you if I can.
And that's the whole point.
It is. It's not.
Like I use the seagull and the head thing,
Yes.
but I mean it's the truth. Like things happen that are
They
hilarious.
They do, and you capture it. Or just if, say you're visiting family and someone is dying. And
Sure.
this is the last picture that you have of them, and it's not necessarily a picture that you can use. Send it to me. I can. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But I don't want you to think that you can go take your own family pictures and that I will edit them for $5 a piece. That's not.
Yeah,
not
no,
the
that's
option.
not exactly. Well, that
that's
doesn't
not-
even make any sense.
That's not the service. But the service is if you capture a picture, you need it touched up. I am 1,000,000% game to try that.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And so, what are some of the favorites that you've done? Did we show all of them?
Oh, there's been actually I haven't posted.
We did show all
I
of them?
haven't all that we have.
Okay.
Yes, I have several that I haven't posted yet.
So, what are some of the like ones that you even surprised yourself?
Well,
or
there
the fun ones?
there is one that I took of I want to say maybe she was 16. It was a car, her and her first car, and it was. There was a lot of chaos in the background of the picture, and I was able to clear out everything in the background. So now it's just woods behind her in the car,
And the car.
that is You know, so it was
Okay.
taken like in the neighborhood. So there was tons of houses and other cars behind them, and you couldn't necessarily focus on the actual point of the picture.
Yeah.
Now, when you see the picture, you focus only on...
It's the girl in her car.
Right. It's the only focus in the picture. So it's just... It is like I love to
Right.
work. I love to work. I'm a workaholic. I work every day. But I also want to mention I have a studio that is down to days of being completed, and I'm saying that as of right now, and once I get a confirmation from the guy that's going to put up my new wall, that I feel like no one in this area has. And it's just something a little different, and I feel like everybody has to have their own look, and with time, that look becomes normal. Because everybody picks it up. Does that, and I don't mean that bad, but just, you know, people like things and they're like, okay, I like this, so I'm going to try it. And then now there's 2 people doing it, and then there's 3 people doing it, and it just becomes old. So my new signature wall is totally my vibe. Like it was absolutely completed by the 25th of August.
Okay.
So if anyone is interested in seeing that, absolutely get a hold of me. I cannot wait to share it with you. I'm so excited.
Absolutely. So
excited.
what are you, as a photographer, I'm just sitting here, I'm curious
No,
about it.
any
Like,
questions?
What are the seasonal things? Like, so obviously school's starting, things like that. Like, what is the focus of your business right now versus what it might be near Christmas or in the spring?
So right now
Because you said busy season.
So right now is sunflowers, and the farm that I work with is the McKean Farm in Guy County. Right now, they have the first field that is in full bloom. There's 4 fields planted. So the second field is starting to bloom now, and I feel like I will have continuous sunflowers probably till, I'm going to say, the first week in September.
Okay.
I should have them pretty steady through then. And right now, that is high on the list.
So you're talking about
Like
family portraits
family pictures, kid pictures, senior pictures, sweet 16 pictures, just anything. People love sunflowers is something that people...
Well, whoever looks at a sunflower and is in bad mood.
And isn't it? There you go.
Like,
what? So you look at these pictures in the future and you're like, wow, that just puts me in a good mood.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They're bright and colorful, and I like bright and colorful. And I like bright and colorful. So sunflowers are definitely one of my favorite things. The farm in general is outstanding. There is so much to offer at that farm.
Okay.
I did offer minis. I will go ahead and say the minis end on Monday, but that doesn't mean that you can't still get sunflower pictures. The farm is available anytime. So like I said, the sunflowers will be there till probably early September.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. So and honestly, I mean, once you're there, you could do numerous families
you
or
are
whatever.
You are not restricted to the sunflowers. I will say that I feel like I'm the only photographer at that farm that has access to the entire farm. Now there are other photographers that go there for like sunflowers, maybe even around, like they have several scenes, like there's an old truck that they have decorated. So there's different little things, and there is photographers that are allowed to come to those, but I myself am very close with the farm, and I have access to the entire farm. So all of the animals, and they have tons of animals. They are a goat and sheep farm. They have cows,
Fun.
chickens. They are also a pheasant farm, so you can go there and hunt.
Okay.
Pretty cool. So there's
Just not
tons.
the cows and the chickens.
No, not cows and chickens, only the pheasants. You can only have the pheasants. But it is absolutely a beautiful farm. I've taken pictures there. This is my 3rd year.
Awesome.
I'm honored that they keep me coming back.
Yeah, love that.
Amazing.
So then we move from sunflowers. Then what? That's kind of like the cycle of the year.
So right, and honestly, sunflowers for me usually happen in June or July, but this year the weather has been horrible.
Yes.
So they didn't like. I wasn't sure that we were even going to get sunflowers. They weren't growing. They hadn't bloomed, and then all of a sudden,
here they are.
Here they are, and they are so beautiful. They are so beautiful.
They were worth the wait.
Oh, they were so worth the wait. Yes, yes. I also want to let everyone know, anyone that chooses to schedule at the McKean Farm, the price for there is $200. And I feel like people get confused, and maybe I don't know how to explain it. Maybe I'm dumb. But I do want to let everyone know, the fee there is $200. $25 of that goes to the farm every time I take a session there. So you're not only supporting me, you're also supporting
their farm.
Yes,
and the amazing things they're doing.
Yes, and it is pristine, and they are amazing people, and they allow people to play with the animals, and that's things. And the animals are friendly, and it's just 10 out of 10. The farm is definitely 10 out of 10.
Awesome.
Yep.
So then you go from sunflowers to what?
So normally sunflowers for me is in July, and then August usually is a little more down, like school starting. So,
well, nobody has any money.
Starting. Like August is like school starting, everybody's getting in now. Maybe toward the end of August, senior pictures will pick up.
That's what I was going to say. When are senior pictures now?
Like senior pictures will start picking up, I'm going to say toward the end of August. September, October, for me, usually, are packed. And I will say that September is filling and October is also. So if you do want to get on the schedule for fall pictures, probably sooner rather than later.
Okay.
Yeah, that it tends to fill up quick. Like I said, August was not full, and all of a sudden it's full.
No, it's full.
So it does. Yes, it does happen.
What about Christmas? Do you do Christmas photos?
Christmas, yes. And as soon as I'm able to share the studio with you, I will. I can't wait. As soon as I'm able to share it with you, I will announce Christmas. And I may even start this week in November this year, just the week after Thanksgiving. Christmas minis for me will always be $100. That is
okay.
That's just.
And what would that include?
So they are 30-minute sessions. There will be 3 scenes. There'll be 2 scenes inside the studio, one very small, one more elaborate. Then there'll be a pretty large scene on the porch, so an outside scene.
Oh, okay.
Also weather friendly, but in the cold. So outside, but also not in the rain or snow per se.
Hey, it's Ohio. It could be 75. You never know.
It could be 75. You never know. She's bipolar. So we will have 3 scenes for Christmas. I am going to say the Grinch will be back this year. So excited. And I have the best Grinch. I live with him all year long. And at Christmas time...
Literally.
And at Christmas time, he turns into my favorite person. But he is coming back this year, and scheduling a session with him will be in the evening. So like the 6 o'clock or after session will be for the Grinch, and obviously anytime on the weekend.
Okay.
But yes, I'm so excited to have those. I will announce the scenes. I'm gonna kind of keep it quiet till I get the studio open. Just
very good.
Just a little.
So if you take pictures of like say a family with sunflowers or whatever, what then happens? Obviously, you edit the pictures, and then how do you just email them to the?
It's called Pass Gallery. So I upload them to a gallery, and I myself give away all pictures. So I edit all pictures. I do go through and pick out my favorites, and that is a lot. I'm not the photographer that picks out one favorite. I can't. I love them all. So I do go through and pick out, like I said, my favorites from each pose, and there is always a ton of poses because I don't know when to quit. If you've noticed here lately on Facebook, I've been posting smaller groups much more frequently, and that's because Facebook asked me to. I'm just saying, I was really good at posting 100 pictures at a time. Bad. But Facebook did reach out to me and say, hey, listen, we feel like you could really broaden your... and I'm gonna say this too. Facebook reached out to me and said that we feel like you could reach more people if you would upload smaller groups. You know, like maybe 20 or less at a time.
Gotcha.
Instead of 100. So I did that, and this morning I woke up to over 800,000 views
Okay.
in the last 28 days.
Nice. Holy moly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right? That is, yes, that was like 800,000 views in 28 days.
That'll do. We'll take it.
And I will say, months ago, for months, the last few months, I have just wanted to see 500,000. I just want to reach 500,000 people. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to reach 500,000. Come
That's
on.
a goal. Yeah.
Come on.
So here you are.
And then I retched 500,000 about a week ago, and I don't know. So Facebook was correct in telling me that lowering the groups was a positive on my end. So yeah, my reach is outstanding.
That's awesome.
Outstanding. I'm so blessed.
Very good.
Very thrilled.
So cool.
Like I love coming here.
Well, we love having you here.
I love it. I could come talk all day.
So, Jeremiah did come in, and we are going to do some news here in just a moment. But, all right, so let's kind of recap a little bit. The edit-only pictures.
Yep. The new service is New service is edit only. It is $5 for the cell phone. I'm not willing to edit another photographer's pictures. That's not an option.
Yeah. No,
that's not okay. So this has to be taken with a cell phone. And it is not allowed to be paid for prior to the editing process, just to make sure that I am capable of doing it. It's $5 a piece. You can reach out to me through Facebook. There is Dezra F. Lies verified page. There's also Dezra Lies Photo, Jackson, Ohio, a verified page. I'm on Instagram, Dezra Lies. I don't think it's verified. Maybe it is. It might also be verified. I can't remember. There is my cell phone or email. Email is DezraLiesPhotography@gmail.com. And if you email the highest resolution photo that you have, you will receive the highest version of the photo. So if you
don't
send
hit
me
small.
don't send me the smallest version, because I'm not going to be able to edit it. It'll be completely pixelated. Yeah. So I'll need the highest version. Number 2, the studio is about done. I can't wait to share that with you guys. I'm so excited for her.
So here's the thing, you know, go to Dezra Lies pages and hit that like or
hit that like
join
and
or
follow button.
share or whatever button it's asked you to do.
And listen, if you can follow me if you look at me every day. I'm just saying, there's a lot of views. I don't have 800,000 followers, so
Yeah.
come on. I got 10,000.
Hit the button.
I got 10. Hit that button.
Hit the button.
That button. No, I got 10,600 followers. I'm completely outstandingly blessed with those. I'm so
Very
happy.
good.
Yes.
Well, cool. If you're thinking about family photos, reach out.
Reach out to
and,
me. I would love to do them.
She'll have.
I'll make it a fun time. You won't forget.
That is true. I would.
It'll be a good time. You will relive the moment for years to come, because I capture the entirety of the session, not just the post pictures.
Yeah.
So just there's constant randoms and funnies, and you'll remember things that come out of my mouth that probably shouldn't.
That's what makes it funny.
And that's what makes it fun. It is, yes. I love you guys so much. Thanks for having me. It's always a great time.
It is
here.
always
Yes.
fun. All right. Well, I tell you what, we have a couple of messages to play, and then Jeremiah is here, so we'll find out what's the latest and greatest in news. We'll be
Thanks
right
so
back.
much.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more, in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
Saturday, August 16th is Southern Rock Woodstock in the Gallipolis Fairgrounds. This event will feature 3 decades of original artists and legends, such as Leonard Skinner, 38 Special, and Molly Hatchet. In light of this event, Total Media will be giving away 4 VIP tickets. For a chance to win these exclusive passes, comment your favorite Southern rock song, and our staff will vote on which one is the best. Good luck, and may the best man rock out.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
All right, and we are back with our good friend Jeremiah. I do want to show you something.
Okay.
Adrian, are you ready? So we had a fun time in downtown Jackson last night at the sidewalk market, and we had the petting zoo right outside of the thing. So look at that. I got to hold a baby.
Is it a Joey?
It's a kangaroo, yeah.
They call him a Joey, not the baby Joey.
I think so.
Right?
Look
at that.
He was so snuggly and sweet.
Look at you.
Oh.
I seen that
take
up
it
there.
home.
I when I was coming back from council, I come through town just to see how busy town was, and it seemed like there was a lot of people out and about.
It was. I'm
Uptown.
telling you that zoo, the petting zoo, was a huge hit, which we were praying that it would be, but. You know, they had such amazing things. It was super well done. The folks running it were amazing.
Yeah. What did all they have?
They
besides?
had 2 a little bit bigger kangaroos. They had the baby kangaroo who just hung out in the pouch because, you know, that's what baby kangaroos do.
Yep.
They had an armadillo. They had some baby miniature cows. They had some miniature little itty bitty sheep, a little miniature pygmy goat baby. They had these little rare miniature pigs. And they had, did I say armadillo? They had a hedgehog. I got to hold him.
Wow.
And
That's a lot of animals.
they had this other thing.
Like, look
I
at
don't
that
know what it's
trailer. You
called.
wouldn't think all that.
I know.
fit in
I
there.
know, but it did. And I got to talk with the folks, and they were amazing people. We talked about the pandemic and how it, I could do a whole show on this whole thing, but they talked about the pandemic, how they had to move around
Right.
and do different things. But that trailer originally was a bird sanctuary.
Okay.
Like a bird thing. Well, then all these regulations started coming through with bird flu and all that stuff. So he revamped that trailer with animals from their farm. He said they have, in their farm, they have about 200 animals.
Wow. Where are they from?
Some of them live in the house.
Yeah.
It's like funny.
Where are they from, you said? Or
Somewhere up north.
Up north,
And I
okay.
cannot remember the city. But anyway. It's
pretty neat.
It was fun. The sidewalk market was packed. I mean, there were people everywhere.
I seen the big
it was
crowd
so
uptown.
cool. It was so cool.
Yeah.
And the dogs got lots of attention, so
Good.
that was good.
Yeah,
and
no, I saw a bunch of pictures this morning of all of the different folks with their dogs out walking uptown there.
Yeah, it was just a really good night. So thank you to everybody that came out. Hope you all enjoyed.
Okay.
And I got to hold a kangaroo.
That's cool. Baby kangaroo.
Me and April and Melissa from the library were plotting how to steal it, but they're like, "You distract him."
I don't hear anything.
The kangaroo went home. Don't worry, it's safe.
It's safe. It's not in the back of the restaurant somewhere.
Well,
hiding out.
yeah, I know, right? Once we figured out the fact that the baby kangaroo will eventually be a big kangaroo, it didn't seem like such a good idea to steal it.
Right.
Because I don't know what you do with a big kangaroo.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anywho, you didn't come to talk about that, but I did
Anyhow.
want to show that I got to
Yeah,
hold it.
that's cool.
It was like so fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay.
That's neat. I just got a couple news things. I will say, Telegram editor Pete Wilson is back in the house.
He's back.
He's chasing his tail out there this morning,
I'll bet.
trying to catch up on some things. And I know he's got to be across town this morning. I don't know if it's like an open house or ribbon cutting for that new concession stand that's taking place this morning down at Jackson Middle
field,
School.
yeah.
So he's going to be heading down to that. And I know he's got some like broadcasting stuff coming up for football that he needs to set in later this afternoon. So he's a busy fella this morning. But I was going to talk on some Colton Council stuff. We had Colton Council earlier in the week.
Okay.
That's one of my several government beats,
Yep.
I guess you would say. And they met on Tuesday evening, August 5th, and they are now full council again. So they've been lacking some members.
Okay,
I know,
yeah.
Pete talked about on the pre-recorded episode on Wednesday how they had a member resign and that they were down a few members. So here's a picture of this is your Colton mayor. Is it pro term or Tim or however you say it? Marky Miller. He's there on the far right, and he's swearing in. You can see a familiar face there.
Yeah.
Jim Milliken. He was sworn in for a seat on council, and then next to him, that is Cassie Stiltner. And the pair were sworn in right after the meeting started on Tuesday. Stiltner, she's 34 from Colton, has lived in the village roughly 15 years. She hasn't served on council before, but was excited about the opportunity of helping out. She's very eager, cares about the community. And, Mr. Milliken, 75 now, Jen, had a birthday this year.
Happy birthday, Jim.
And he's no stranger to village government, served over a decade from 2012 to 2023 on Colton Village Council. During that time, he was president off and on of council. There was a brief period in 2017 where he stepped away from council for a few weeks to help out his wife, who was mayor at the time. He served as interim village administrator for a couple weeks, so he got to wear those shoes. And then he rejoined council after they hired a village administrator. And then, as we know, more recently, in November 7th, 2023, he was elected as mayor. And his term began in January 1st of 2024, but then he resigned this year in April due to a conflict of interest related to his full-time job.
Yep.
So now he's back on council again, and
So who's the mayor of Colton now?
Mark Miller. He was in the picture there.
that
put
guy,
that
okay.
put that picture back up there.
The guy on the right.
Yes, on the
Okay.
far right, that's Mark Miller. He was
Gotcha.
president of council. Earlier this year, he was elected president of council, and the Ohio Revised Code says when the mayor resigns unexpectedly, then the president of council becomes like a acting mayor of sorts until they can be elected.
Okay.
So he's kind of filling that role because of where Jim had left. But now Jim had left because of the job, but I don't think he's involved with that job now. So he came back to join council to help out. Miller did say that Milliken will be on through at least the end of the year because council has a measure on the ballot in November that would change the required number of council members from 6 to 5 because the full council is 6. And they want to do that because they've had trouble maintaining 6 members over the years. It's always a struggle to get people to come work for $1 a year.
Right.
And, anyway, that has led to issues such as lack of quorum and legislation not being passed in a timely manner. And but Milliken said that he would resign if voters passed that measure.
Okay.
So he would be the 6th one that would drop off.
Okay.
So
Got it.
wanted to share that update. We had the Colton Fire Chief, Andrew Kincaid, brought a former firefighter and a new firefighter, introduced them to council, and council okayed them joining the roster there at the Colton Volunteer Fire Department.
Okay.
On the left there in the orange, that is Matt McCarthy. He is a council member and is a former firefighter that is coming back to help firefight again.
Cool.
He served, it was around 15 years on the fire department. It was from 2006 to 2021. And Kincaid said that he's coming back to help. Not necessarily, he won't be going into structures and stuff like that, but he'd be able to help, drive the fire truck or help with getting hose out, equipment, stuff like that at firefights. Very knowledgeable. Assist. He'd be able to assist. And then the other young man there with Kincaid's in the middle, Chief Kincaid, that's Jordan Causey. and he's brand new, and I believe as well. And also there in the village, they have an ordinance that they had a first reading on to convert an alley into a dedicated street to be known as Wells Street Extension. And I went and took a picture of that after the council. So this is over where the old Colton School was.
Yeah.
If you're familiar. They have a nice little park over there now to the left of this photo. There's like a playground, not a playground, but basketball court with hoops and everything,
Yeah,
and some benches
sure.
and stuff like that. Well, behind that, they thought it would be nice to connect. So I'm standing on Meade Street taking this picture looking towards the softball fields. There's another street over there called Wells Street that this alley connects to, and they've put gravel in. They've gotten grant money to be able to pave this, and they want to make it an extension of Wells Street.
Got it.
I will say, I don't know if that name will stick or not, or maybe they'll end up deciding to name it something, but that was what was in the ordinance at this time, is Wells Street Extension.
Okay.
Which when I drove around on that gravel path, I kind of understand why they call it the extension, because Wells Street was kind of like a dead end there, and I mean Meade Street is too, but the way that it like rounds about, it extends Wells Street over to Meade Street.
Makes sense.
So they had a first reading on that, and it'll go through 3 readings before its passage. So that's a few updates from Colton. Had a couple little events here I needed to say because it's all happening over the weekend and into Monday. We got this about the Clips for Kids. You remember that annual event?
That is a very good event.
Yeah, open to area children pre-K through 12th grade. And this year it's sponsored by the Christ Church of Jackson, and they'll be providing free haircuts and more. It's scheduled for Sunday, August 10th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Christ Church in Jackson. That's 150 Portsmouth Street. School-age children can receive haircuts, and there will also be, I think, school supplies and snacks and that kind of stuff there as well. So be sure to check that out on Sunday. The Oak Hill Chamber of Commerce has announced some changes for the months of August and September. Typically, August is when they have their annual picnic at Central Memorial Park. They've announced that that's being pushed back to September. So on Monday, August 11th, they will be having a monthly meeting instead of the picnic. That'll be at noon at the Liberty Theater in Oak Hill. And the picnic will now be on Monday, September 8th at noon at Oak Hill Central Memorial Park. So just be aware of that. And then there will be a Jackson City Board of Zoning and Appeals meeting at 6:45 p.m. on Monday, August 11th at the Jackson City Council Chambers. That's 199 Portsmouth Street. And the purpose of the meeting is to consider a request for a variance for setbacks for a room addition at 5 Hillcrest Place. And then following that zoning meeting, there will be the regular council meeting at 7 o'clock. So I wanted to go through those. And then I know we have this video. Do you just want to show it and kind of that end the
skedaddle.
segment? And then we'll skedaddle. So the video that we're going to show, this is me showing footage from out at Hammertown Lake from earlier this summer. And just wanted to remind everybody that this is still out there, still available.
Take advantage.
And, take advantage of it.
Yep.
So it's the Whenever Water Sports. It's a rental kiosk, and it features kayaks and paddleboards.
Fun. Well, have a good weekend, everyone. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here on Monday, but stay tuned for that video.
Have you ever wanted to spend the day out on the water but don't have the means to do so? Well, a major step towards outdoor recreation was taken earlier this summer at Jackson's Hammertown Lake. Back in early June, a ribbon-cutting event was held to celebrate the installation and opening of a new self-serve kayak and paddleboard rental kiosk powered by Whenever Water Sports. The kiosk offers single and tandem two-person kayaks as well as paddleboards. The project was spearheaded by the Jackson County Conventions and Visitors Bureau in cooperation with the City of Jackson. The 190-acre lake, also known as the Jackson City Reservoir, and property are city-owned, Partial funding, $11,500 for the project, came from the City of Jackson Visitors and Conventions Commission Board. The Jackson County Conventions and Visitors Bureau matched those funds, $11,499, to make the project a reality.
What a great day. How exciting to be out here at Lake Hammertown, gathered together for the kayak kiosk ribbon cutting. I have many thank yous because it took many people to get this done, right? This began about a year ago with the installation of the boat and kayak launch. A lot of you were here for that, and at the time I remember we were talking about what would it take to put a kayak kiosk here, and it seemed daunting. And to think 1 year later we did it, right? So really cool. Would like to thank the County Tourism Board, the City Tourism Board, the County Commissioners, Ethan Crabtree. He is managing this system, so he'll keep it clean and nice for everyone when they come out to use it. So thank you, everybody. Right? Oh, and the city, of course, the City of Jackson. Thank you, Mayor Evans and Tracy, and other people from the city had a hand in it too. So thank you to everybody. There was an expression I heard over in Athens at some seminar that said, progress happens at the pace of relationships. And I think that's what happened here. So it's really, really good to see that we made this progress through the work of everybody. So thank you for that.
The kayak and paddleboard kiosk has been in operation since Monday, June 2nd, with a ribbon cutting being held on Friday, June 13th. The kiosk is located on the park shelter house side of Hammertown Lake at the very end of the access road into the park where the new boat ramp and kayak launch are located. The access road would be Hammertown Lake Road. The kiosk is fully automated and state-of-the-art. There is signage on the side of the kiosk that explains the process, which is simple. On the signage, there is a QR code that you scan that has you download an app called Share Kayak, Paddling, and Outdoor. Then you scan the QR code of the chosen vessel locked in the app to unlock it. The same thing for retrieving the life jackets and paddles. There is a QR code you scan to unlock a big box containing the items. When you return the equipment, lock it back up and end the rental in the app. Rentals are available from sunup to sundown 7 days a week. The equipment available includes 4 single kayaks, 2 tandem kayaks, 2 paddle boards. All rentals include paddles, various sizes of life jackets, and whistles. The cost of renting equipment varies depending on what you want to rent and for how long. There are other prices for full day rentals as well. For more information on pricing, visit wheneverwatersports.com/Jackson. And for your amusement, here is a video of myself trying out the new kayaks along with the kayak launch. You can see me departing from the kayak launch, thanks to Kay Howe, who's the chair of the Jackson County Convention and Visitors Bureau, for encouraging me to take one of the kayaks out, and I was able to get back to dry land. Didn't get wet. The use of the kayak launch is very helpful to get in and out of the lake. So if you're worried about getting into a kayak, you can utilize that.